Good morning, everyone. It has been a hell of a few hours. So, something good happened to me last night. Something bad happened to me last night. But the bad thing has an happy ending. Good morning, folks. Um, I'll go over. I'll go over what happened in Redline, which was a good thing, with a happy, satisfying ending. But I've been up for, let's see, it is now, for me it is 6:48. I've been up since about 1:48. My cat went into a diabetic shock last night. Thankfully, I know what to do, and I did it, and now he's resting comfortably, but I'm gonna have to monitor him the rest of the day. I'm sorry if I'm talking low. I've been up, and I'm just so tired. But he's fine now. He's responsive. He's acting fine. So there's good. But I've been up all morning with him. He's laying down now. He's responding to us. He wasn't earlier. I got bottles made, so I'm gonna make 100 more. Wine. I didn't get finished with my wine yesterday, so I didn't sell it to Harry, so hopefully today. My patient has a doctor's appointment at 9 o'clock. That's why it's going to be a short one. But I can go over what happened in Redline. So, yesterday, I was making outfits with Sierra. And that's what I've been doing. I made like 3 more. And then I was trying to find someone to buy the ethanol, the acetone, and, all that stuff that I need to sell. And Sierra got arrested. And she got arrested for prison break, kidnapping a government official, grand theft auto of a motor vehicle. But there's a happy ending to this story. CJ was my lawyer. And Officer Franks was the arresting officer. Officer Franks has arrested Sierra twice before. I've never given him a problem. I've never run. I've always been cordial with him. So, since Dan and HTK Harry weren't on, they didn't have definitive proof that I was the one that broke out of jail, so they had to let me go. So I did not go to jail for it. They let me out of jail, and they told me that if they find out that I did do it, they would offer no reductions when I'm caught. So technically, I got away with it again. And I left out of jail and went to Legion, and at that time, it was already like 11 at night. So I was like, I didn't realize how late it was. I was in the prison cell for a while. And that's when I went to bed, and then I've been up all morning since. But I got time to sleep today. But, yeah, so Sierra now is going to have a fresh warrant. So the 14 days are going to be up Wednesday. But now it's going to be a fresh warrant today. So it's going to be another 14 days. And if I go to jail for it, I go to jail for it. I'm not sad if I go to jail for it. It's giving something to do. Sierra can be, finding out how to do jail stuff. You have 5 cats, father, mother, and home. But yeah. Oh, we had 2. Gosh. And one of them passed away last year. About 3 months after my friend did. And if I'm acting a little sad, it's because it's coming up on the anniversary of that. But, I didn't feel like doing Stellar Blade, because if I started playing Stellar Blade, then I'd have just done that as a stream. I wouldn't have been able to get on Redline. Because I know what I have to do when I get out of the city, and it would have took a while. There's 2 areas that are like open world, where you have, like, they give you stuff to do to continue, and then they have pretty straightforward linear levels. When I get to the linear levels, the next linear level I love, it's one of the best in the game. It goes more into a horror aspect. Yeah, it scared the hell out of us. But if you have a diabetic cat and you think they're going into a coma, honey, put honey on their gums, because the body absorbs the sugar very rapidly. And I know Matt, we had to bring him to an ER one time, and it was like $3,600, but they saved his life. We didn't know he had diabetes. That's when we learned. And they told us, if this ever happens at home, he's giving you the signs. Have honey. And I always have kept a bottle of honey for this very reason. And they said, pick his lips up and rub honey on his gums. And the body will absorb that sugar almost instantly. And he's laying down now. He's still weak, because he's gonna be weak. But he's acting like he's here. He's acting fine. Yep. You do things for your pets. Everyone here who has a pet knows they've done things for their pets. And I love my cat. We had his brother cremated, and he's sitting on my desk with me. He's in a nice little ornate box they gave us. And I found a little, I don't know if you'd call it a ball. It doesn't bounce, but you could throw it, but it's a little cat face, and it closely resembles his face, so it's sitting next to it. But yeah, if you have a pet, you'll go out your way. You'll go out your way big time. So, back to this, I made 100 bottles this morning. I farmed 300 coal this morning. I've been up for a while. Ralph asked me for another 1,000 this week, so I'm at, I think, 600 right now. And I plan to get the rest of it today, just over the course after the doctor's appointments and all that. Another reason I'm a little, blah, when I had blood work planned for tomorrow. I just needed to go in and give the vampire his due. And I'm gonna see if I can't get it done today, since it's just blood work. It doesn't take him but 5 minutes. But I have to fast for it, so I've been up all night and I haven't been able to eat anything. If I would have been sleeping till like 4 or 5, then I'm only have to, be up for 2 hours and I can go to the doctor. Well, 3 or 4, depending on what time. But yeah, it's been a stressful few. Like, I really thought, last night I thought I was cooked. Like, if you were to see it, I wish I could have recorded it, and I should have been. Franks pulls me over. My car, the red one that looks like it has the blood stains, was pulling to the left like I was driving, and it would start pulling left like this, and I hit a barrier, and that's when he started pulling me over. And then 4 cop cars pulled up, and then a 5th cop car pulled up, and I'm like, I should run. But I thought, you know what, I didn't know if they found the other girl yet. I don't know what had happened. So I complied. He asked me to get out the car. I got out the car. And they arrested me, took me to jail. And because, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. I need 400 more for them. And I still have 100 boxes, and they can't. Well, I'm not going to say they can't take them away. That's not true. But they haven't taken them away. I don't think they will. But we went to the jail. They asked if I wanted a lawyer, and I claimed innocence the whole time. I was even on the way there, I was like, Frank, you know me. You've arrested me twice. And I've always been cooperative. I've always been nice to you. And so CJ got down there, and I started explaining to him. And he's like, something don't sound right. And he convinced them since they couldn't prove it was me, because you need a captain or above, I think. That's what they told me. So they let me go. And he told me if we do find out it's you, you're getting a new warrant and you're not getting any reductions. I don't care what a lawyer does. So I agreed to it and left. So they let me go. So I'm not gonna do what I planned. Originally, I was gonna plan 14 days, just Arya. But I like making the outfits too much. Like, I'll still play as Sierra. I gotta be careful. But, I use that mask. I made an outfit. I could show you the outfit I made. I mean, I could just log in with her because there are no cops in the city, I don't think. It's Monday. There wouldn't be a cop around yet. Yeah, see? There's nothing. But, it's actually very easy to show you the outfit, though. Because it's basically, it's a basic kind of outfit. Alright, here, oh, pushing the wrong thing. I'm gonna start with the mask, which I know the mask by heart. I remembered it. Oh, I found a shirt also that breaks the game. Like, if you try to put it on, it'll break the game. Every time it's done it. Okay. I use... You might have seen it. I was on Frenchie's stream last night. I went back to see. But I used the colorful coat. It's coming up. Up, nope, come on, let's go. It's coming up now, I remember these. Okay, I passed it up because it's not in the new clothes. But it's that colorful, like, it's a long kind of jacket. Where is it? I don't remember. I remember it being far down, but I don't remember. It wasn't one I had to switch to. It was just a basic one. Maybe it was before that. I don't remember it being this far down. Maybe it was, though. Yeah, right here. It's, I think it's this one with the hair. It's, no. It's this one with with that. And then for the pants, they have a pair of, like, not matching pants, but very close. But I made it with the mask, and it has the white hair, which I could change blue, I guess. You know, like a white blue like that. There they are. But that's what the outfit looks like. But I had to make it with the mask. It just looks so good with the mask. The shoes. Let's see. I'll make the shoes, too. I pick, like, weird shoes. Because the color. I was gonna use these. The original plan was to use these shoes. But plans change. I use, like, a big, funny-looking boot. I'm trying to find it. Oh, hold on. That might have been them. Like something like this. It's not. These aren't them. Let me see if I can't find them. But yeah, it's a big, thick boot. Oh, right. I think it's these. And I made them, yeah, this... I was either this one, or I think it was this one. But that was the outfit I made. Very colorful. And the gloves, I had, pink, purple gloves. The long purple gloves. But I was just gonna sit on Sierra for 14, reckless driving and speeding. Which, I didn't even get a ticket for that. They let me go, because they were more focused on the other thing. Okay, so we have a ton of power cells, but no oil. I wanted to do something, but I can't remember what I wanted to do. But yeah, so, I was just gonna stay off of Sierra, morning Kev. I was gonna stay off of Sierra for like the next 2 weeks, and just Aria. Because I have enough to do with Aria now that the restaurants are open again. But, I enjoy doing the outfits too much. Plus, I still want to sell that stuff. I have like 25 ethanol, like 39 of the pills. And I was trying to find out how much they sell for last night, but then I was on my way to the mechanic to ask them, and that's when I got pulled over. It was, Officer Franks, and I Neil, and Bucket. I forgot what Bucket's cop character is called, but those were the two cops that were there. And by the end of it, Owen was there, Fox was there, like every one of them showed up. I almost did, like, I'm so glad my mind works the way it does sometimes. I thought about it, I could have got out of it so easily. So easily. Where they wouldn't even have suspected me if I would have changed my voice to Arya. Then I could have just been Arya, and they'd have been like, oh, you know, she's fine, she doesn't have a warrant. But then that's metagaming, that's power gaming, that's every kind of gaming. And I was like, thank God I didn't do it, because I thought about it. Oh, that would have been bad. But, actually her outfit, I need to get, you know what, I want to ditch these, but I'm afraid they're going to be like, okay, we'll turn them into glass. But then I don't have them no more. But, yeah, it was funny. Like, I really thought, I'm like, okay, you know, I'm going to jail for like 500 months. Like, okay, he caught me, it's fine. And then I got to walk out of prison. So CJ is a W lawyer. W lawyer. Alright, so the milk, I don't know why, but this keeps turning off. Like, milk. That's what I need. Milk turns into cream. Oh, the machine's probably broke. Let's see. I've had this happen before. Yep, the machine's broke. How much is it fixed? 400 bucks, I'll bet. Oh, I spent all my money. Yep, I spent all my money. And if you're wondering what I did, I leveled up all the farms to level 5 that I wanted to get to level 5. Most of the farms, I have a tomato farm too now. It's only level 3 and it's going to stay level 3 because it only gives, I don't need 3,000 tomatoes. And then I leveled up the oil machine as well. I brought it up so that I can make the mustard faster. But, I mean, I have 1,000 wine, that's 500k right there. And I told y'all that when I sold that, I was going to put it back into my farm. Well, I already put, and I will, because I am going to level all the farms up to level 5 eventually. Eventually, everything, all the farms will be level 5. Maybe not like coconut or dragon fruit. Those will be like the very last. So I repaired the machine. Let me turn it back on. That machine broke fast. Good morning, Robert. Leroy is working the farm, okay? Leroy is working Toledo now. And he wants to do just stuff for that farm, for their restaurant. That's it. So I told him he thought about maybe starting the tortilla and the bread. And I told him if he could do it himself, he can get the bun machine and he could sell all of it to their other restaurants. And he said, nope, it's just for Rex's. So Chris was never going to sell that farm. Like for the people out there saying, I want to buy a farm, he was never planning on selling it. That's the thing. I have a feeling they're either going to have to add more farms, which would be not good. Because I don't think any of the farmers now are going to let them go. Like, it's going to let them go because they're not going to be playing anymore or something of that nature. I actually wanted to talk to Havoc, not in city, but out of city, but I can't. Do any of his ingredients call for butter? Because he's not going to be able to get it from anyone, because none of us have this. Because there's no point in having this. But if some of his recipes call for butter, then I'll buy this and start making butter. Because I'm trying to help, you know, everything. Now, he, of course, could just put butter in the server, right? He could just put it in his inventory. But they're trying to be, Apple. He has stuff that has apples in it. I saw his stream. Uh, there's no apples. We don't have an apple farm. Like, I don't know how to get apples. So he's gonna have to give us that as well. Let's see, I'm looking to see if they added anything. I haven't looked at this part in a while. Nope, but I have every farm. The farms I want leveled up. Barley, I'm only getting 3, because my truck can only hold 800. So barley and hop, I'm only going to level 3, because that's all it can get me. Spice, I went up to level 5, because I make a lot of mustard. The wheat farm, the white grape, water, these 5 are these 3, and then the red grape are mostly my lifeblood right now. That's how I'm making my money, is those 5 farms. I leveled up sunflowers, and, because of course. But everything, this will probably never go to level 5. I'll probably maybe level 1, because then it'll be 1,000. Anything that has, like, I don't sell a lot of, it'll probably just be number 1. I don't know about this one yet, because there's alcohol you make from rice. But, I'm considering leveling up the meat farms and getting the meat machines. Not trying to put anyone out of business, but it seems like the meat producers aren't doing meats. And Rodney's trying, okay? Let me rephrase. Rodney is trying, but he can't keep up with the new demand. And nobody knows where a teabag is. We haven't seen him. So if I'd need the beef, the chicken, and the pork, and then I would just get the sausage, nuggets, kebabs, and patties. I would not get the bacon. I don't know if I would get the kebabs, to be honest. I might be like, you just have to live without it, but I definitely would get the nugget and the sausage. The patties, I don't know. I don't know if they need the patties as much. Like, and even on the trade market. Oh, utter chaos. Okay, so you put up a lot more stuff. So, teabag is in the city, because all this was gone yesterday. None of this was here. My product. See, I have raw patties as well. Do I have that chicken still? Yep, I have raw chicken 100 and raw patties 50. So what is teabag? What did he put up there? I need to see if he has sausages. That's something they might need, and nuggets. They might need that. If he's gonna be good and active, then I won't do it. Okay, I need to activate. I can't do the grape wine yet because it'll outpace the bottles. I have to wait for there to be 50 bottles. And I'm only making 100. I should only make 50 and keep the bottles for the next thing. Make 50 red and 50 white. That might be the way to go. That way, in case Havoc needs wine. Because he wants to open Frenchie soon. So I might just do that. Yeah, let's do that, just to be prepared. Someone else is making wine, though. Because when I put all the wine in Harry's truck, the last time I sold it, I saw bottles of wine. I need to go get some red, right? Yep, but it is what it is. Farm, red grape. How much should I get? I'll repair it. I need to see about repair. Ooh, that's an expensive repair. That's an expensive repair. That's expensive. I'm not even bothering with these. I don't use them. That's not expensive, but it's a little more than I want to pay. Spice. That's expensive. But that's a good farm, so $21, I can pay that. Pepper farm, ooh. That's a little much. Rice farm, 700, no. Sunflowers, 14 bucks, we got that. $700 for the vanilla. Water pump is $13. Yeah, I'll repair these. Ain't no problem. 28 bucks. Okay, let's go get the red freight. I'll go. I'll get 200. Yep, but no. So I feel so tired right now. I know I can't go to sleep though. Oh, I'm about to get in my truck. We know that doesn't work. There's a lot to do, and I told oh, who was it? I think it was Chris. I told him that they might have to start ordering in advance, like to give us like if you put an order in, give me like 2 hours. That way I should be able to make everything. If they want to do that, then I'm gonna start upgrading all my machines as well. Like, if I upgrade all my machines, then I can make 200 bread in, like, an hour. But if they want cheese right now, it's gonna take, like, 5 hours. It's so slow making that. But a lot of people don't use cheese, so I have that going for me. But yeah, there's, like, 5 people in the city right now. There is nothing going on. I know Leroy is in the city. He was at the mine. Because he's trying to get the glass bottles. I don't know if he has the machine to do it. But I don't know if he's trying to sell the coal and the sand. But when I left, I had got my 300 coal. He had pulled up right as I was putting it in my truck. But it is what it is. I know it's early as hell right now, and it's Monday and school is in session. I'm gonna try to start afternoons. But there's just so many other people streaming in the app that I ran them over. There's another warthog. I don't usually see him right there. That's how tired I am. Really didn't bother me. Usually I'd be sad about running that coyote over now. I'm just kind of like, eh. But when everybody else is streaming, I think there's just so much better stuff out there than what I'm doing. That's why I'm not a big afternoon streamer. Like yesterday, streaming Sierra, y'all would have liked it toward the end when I was getting arrested and all that, but before that, it was just me skateboarding around looking for people and not finding anyone. But at the same time, no one was lurking in Legion, because I was there. So the bride dress with her is burnt. The cat dress is burnt, because they saw me in both of them. They know the white hair, so I'd have to completely change hairstyles. I know, there'd be people who would watch, but there's so much better stuff. And in the afternoon, a lot of times, is when I have to, like, get up and walk away for 5 minutes, go do things, and I don't want to constantly be that guy that, y'all are just sitting there. Oh, just chair stream. Y'all get enough of that with other streamers. I don't want to just be like, hey, I'll be back, and then y'all are waiting for a while, and it happens a lot. I don't want to be that person. My brother must be talking about me. Yeah, my brother watches Redline now. I see him chatting in other people's chats. I got on to him because he was in Harry's chat, and he said something about me, and I had to call him and be like, hey, you can't do that. Even though he's not in the city, it's still, I consider it still metagaming because he's trying to get people, no. I had to call him and tell him, hey, you can comment, you can talk to them all, say what you want, but don't tell him to do something for me. You know, that's the same thing in my opinion as me doing it. He tried his hand at YouTube. He posted, he would go, he was kind of an outdoorsy person. So he would go out when it was raining. And then he'd strip the video away to an audio track and then put those on YouTube, like the rain sounds to help you sleep. But he only made like 5 or 6 of them, and then he just kind of something happened and he stopped doing it. I always take this and I always like think I'm gonna flip and fly off and go in the water. Oh, I have to go see something over there. I have to go see. Apparently there's a new rock in the swamp. Hey, Steven. Used to it with the others, so nothing new. I enjoy watching those. Oh, yeah. But no, I was playing, and then women calls and is like, you know, come bring your alcohol to me. And I'm like, that's kind of random. And that's when I was like, let me check something, because it's not the first time I told him that. And I looked on Lemon Stream, and sure enough, I saw him, and he's like, Arya's been trying to reach you for days. I'm like, can't do that. You can comment on their stream, but don't comment me on their stream. It's funny, though, because I know he's watching right now. I know he is, but he won't comment on my stream. Because he knows not to. Now, if I do get up after I deliver the grapes, it's just to go check on my cat. Because I didn't know if he was going to live through the night, and scared the you-know-what out of me. But I'm going to get these grapes back, and I'm going to go check on him. Just every now and then I gotta check on him. And by the time I go to the doctor, my partner should be up, and she can watch, you know, she'll put him in the room with her. Yeah, but I think there's somebody made mention to Arya about the mining book and asked if I had the apparently he was told there's a blue rock in the swamp. He said he didn't know, but he was gonna tell me, you know, because he knows I wrote the book. So I'm gonna go see if there's a new rock they put in the city and add it to my book if there is. That plane crashed right in front of me yesterday. I was coming back, and I was about right here, probably right here, and it just straight up crashed right here where this dip is. It just flew straight into the ground. Alright. I gotta remember, I'm so used to going to the back now. For the first week when they added the interior, I would always drive this way because my dashboard used to be on the front. Now I'm so used to driving around back that I forget the truck goes here. Let's put that up. Let's go in the farm. Let's not whisper in case somebody does come. Is my truck gone? Nope, still here. So I'm going to do 50 grape and 50 white. Wait, red and white. That way, in case the angry Frenchman needs wine. Everybody knows him as that now. When I say angry Frenchman, they're like, oh, okay, I know who you're talking about. It's going to turn red and white. I have 100 yeast. Yep, so it should do 50 and 50. I might have to put some more honey on his gums. If he's still acting. I had to do it twice already today. It's a process. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Hello. Well, good news. He looked up at me. His head was moving. He's been like laying there, just laying there for the past few hours, but now it looked like he's moving again, so that's a very good sign. Alright. Said I was gonna do something. Oh, the rock. That's right. The rock. I haven't went exploring for new things in a while. Let's go do that. Go see if there's something out here. And chap. Appreciate all the people who are in here. I know we have a lot of lurkers. That's fine. But, it's gonna be yeah, like, I have doctor's appointment at 9:20, and then I might try to get some work done. And I probably will have a vet visit today. Because the second my vet opens, I'm calling. So it's gonna be a short stream this morning. I'll probably be done in about an hour. Or maybe, yeah, probably about an hour. I just, like, I don't know. It has me worried today. I don't want to leave him, but, you know, the patient comes first. Unfortunately. My cat is 15 years old, so it's not a young cat at all. It's had the best life I think it possibly could have had. It's been an indoor cat. It's been sheltered his whole life. He's been loved on. You know, this cat is not wanted for anything. I'm more his pet than he's my pet. Let me put it that way. He would meow and tell me when it's time for him to eat, and we'd get up and feed him. But, you know, he's had diabetes for probably the past 5 years, maybe. That's because we overfed him. But, you know, he's on insulin every day, and I think maybe yesterday, maybe, I don't know, maybe we gave him too much insulin. And I'm gonna go to the vet to see if, you know, we need to lower it. We've got him on a new diet. So maybe the food we're feeding him doesn't have a lot of sugar, so he might not need the insulin. Dry cat food has a lot of sugar. A lot of sugar. Because it's a preservative for it. At least that's what I've been told. So we're feeding him nothing but wet food. He's lost most of his teeth. He had a gum issue when he was a kitten. And his teeth, so he only has like 3 or 4 teeth left. So we switched him to wet food. And I don't know if wet food has the same sugar content as dry food. Good morning, Noel. How's everyone doing this morning? Alright, so what I might do is start here. I know they said it was in the swamp, but if they added new stuff, they might have added new stuff along the river, too. Ooh, that was a sudden stop. Alright, we're looking for rocks, everyone. We're looking for rock nodes. I know about the iron ones in the swamp. But somebody made mention of a blue rock. I don't know what blue would get. I don't see nothing down there. I don't want to drive too close down there because I don't want to waterlog my car, my truck. There's trees here. I do not want to run over anyone. I know they have gold. Sometimes they have gold along the riverside. I don't see anything, though. But go more toward the water. No, I'm not seeing nothing here. Alright, I do not want to run you over, dears. Alright, so this is the swamp area. I know I couldn't see the iron before. Unless I was, like, in the swamp. This would be a good place to put, like, hidden peyote plants. Because it's out in the open, Air 1 could see them, whatever they're doing. Like, it wouldn't matter what they were doing, Air 1 be able to see them. But there's a reason peyote's only in jail. See, look, that's iron. That does look blue, though. But that's iron. I mine these rocks. What? Let's see. Let's see if they change something. Those do look like blue rocks, though, but this is iron, I think. It's silver. Yeah, no, yeah, it's iron. Alright, let's go over here and see what these are. Maybe there's a different one, you know? Yeah, this is iron. Maybe it's further down. I'm gonna check these real quickly. This is iron. Yeah, this is iron. Okay. I already know about these. You got perm denial. I mean, I don't know anything about the approval of the denial system whitelisting staff. That's iron. I've mined that one before too. But that's iron. That's the same thing. What is that? Is that iron? Yes. Yep, that's iron. That's iron. That's iron. Yeah, this is all iron. Somebody said there was a new rock. But I'm not seeing any new rock. Over there, maybe? No. They said it was in the water. So that's why I'm driving kind of close. What is that? Okay, there's a rock over there. There's one. There's some more right here. Oh, that's iron. Alright, Ignited. Whoa. Alright, catch you next time. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, those are iron. Yeah, see, that's iron. Don't hurt. Test it out. Yeah, that's iron. So there are no new blue rocks here. Well, I gotta go down the other side. Yeah, that's iron. Ooh. I want to see if they fix those yet. Every time I'm gonna check. I don't care what some dev says. And I'm not talking about them not working anymore, but I'll check and see if they do. What is that? That's iron as well. It's in the water, so yeah, that's iron. That's iron. Is there still, they have stuff like on the jewelry machine, they have a blue diamond. So, and we haven't found any of that yet. So if somebody said they found a blue rock, that's all I can really think it would be, is a blue diamond. But I don't believe. Ugh. Oh, that's a deer. I just had a flashback. I used to play Ark, Survival Ascended, and in the swamp area they had giant snakes. And yeah, no, I was not a fan. Not a fan. But the cave where the spider was, that's like a horror movie to me. There's spiders and centipedes, and I was like, nope, I'm out. And the centipedes would wreck your life very quickly. Because, like, one little hit from them would destroy your clothing. Like your armor, all of that. They would just instantly take your armor away. That was a good jump. It'd be over. No, it wouldn't be over there. They said it was in the swamp. I'm thinking about playing Ark again. I bought it. It was like $7, and to get the other stuff like the DLCs, it cost me like 20 bucks. I mean, it's not bad. I enjoyed Ark. The base building aspect I really enjoyed. They had a lot of things you could do. Someone built I know who did, but good morning, Michael. Somebody built a cathedral on the island map. If you ever played Survival Evolved or Ascended, they have up in the very top in the snow area, they built a winter cathedral, and it was beautiful. All right, let's see. This side, I don't know if I'm gonna find anything, but I used to be here every day. This is where I used to fish, in the swamp. Does an electric eel sold for more than a stingray? And it only weighs like 1 pound more. It wasn't that much of a stretch. You can have the same amount of electric eels that you could stingrays. Okay, I'm not seeing nothing new here. But, you know, you don't know unless you check. You'll never know unless you check. Yep. Is this where I used to fish? I think, yeah, this is where I used to fish, right here. In this little bit right there. Okay, that's the iron. We checked those. I'm risking it right here, because if this truck drowns. Okay, that's iron. We went over there and mined that other one. Is that a deer or is that a rock? It's a deer. Yeah, so there's no new blue rock deer. This is risky. Okay, I know there's gold up here, though. There's gold in Member Hill. This is where it's dangerous, because if I flip the truck, it goes in the water, and I lost it. And I'm riding on, like, a slant like this? No, I'm not comfortable with that. But, let's see. I know there's gold over here. Huh. What if you could fish right here? What would that be considered? If I had my fishing gear, I would try. That'd be a neat little fishing spot. That'd be a pond. Alright, I know if I go over here... no, I don't fall down. Yeah, there's gold. I see the gold already. I see 2 of them. Yeah, that's gold there. We've mined those before. There's another one up there on that waterfall. On the top. And there's more over here. Yeah, but we know about these already. I thought about playing a practical joke on someone that would definitely fall for it. Definitely. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, I got plenty of gas. My seatbelt hasn't been on this whole time. These are... Thing down there. I need to go around this area. I've not really been to this area. Exploring things. I don't believe there'd be anything over here, but... Maybe that's what they want us to think. I'm coming up on the city now. I'm doing okay driving today. I haven't flipped over yet. Yet being the key word, because I know I will the second I say it. Okay. Let's go show y'all what I was talking about. Let's see if I'm able to climb. I don't think I will be, but maybe I can. You know what? There we go. Nope, I didn't flip. But now I'll show y'all what I was talking about. I can go mess with someone. I'd have to do it on a skateboard, so I'd have to start at lumber. I don't have to, do it right here, though. I could show y'all what I was planning on doing. I was gonna mess with someone. I'm not saying who, because I still have the plan to do it, and I don't want them knowing. But, you know, it might be faster to cut through the military base and go up the other highway. Yeah, I think it would be faster to do that. Okay. I have to check the time. I have an alarm set. My patient has her alarm set, but if she's not up, I have to go wake her up. Yeah, this ain't gonna end well. The brakes on this thing. I need them fixed. Oh, is this truck pulling now? No, it's okay. Yeah, I want to avoid those tanks. No tanks. Alright, I'm not gonna get out the truck, but I'll show y'all. I'd have to put the truck up at the lumber job. And then skateboard a short distance. And I should have done this yesterday because there's a certain someone up there that I was trying to prank. Because they asked me about it, and I told them that maybe I knew something when I had no idea. Yeah, this truck's going so slow right now. It's only doing 70. But it's in these hills. I'm driving like there's police on, and I know there's no police in the city. There's more people watching me than there are people in the city. I guarantee you that. Like, let's see. I'm gonna look real quickly. Yeah, there's 5 other people besides me. No, there's a little kitty cat. I'm driving pretty good right now. Alright, so I'd hit the garage here where the lumber is. I wanted to do lumber yesterday, but just to get some money, but like I was trying to find other people to do it, but there was like 3 other groups here already, and they were already full up. I don't need the wood for anything. I don't really need the money, but it was just something to do. Alright, I need to go. Yeah, I think I went the wrong way. I think I need to go up here and, like, out here. No, I don't need the train. But I can go up here. I just need to get the angle right. There we go. This must be a logging place. All the trees are gone. Alright, this thing has no power to get up the hill. Oh, what is that? Oh, never mind. I thought that was like a Winnebago bus, but it's just a regular Winnebago. Hey, no bunny. But in this tunnel, they have a deer carcass. And right here, there's a door. And you can interact with this. Now, I don't know what it takes to open it, but someone else knows it's there, and I know that if I went there, they would follow me. And when I saw them follow me, I was just gonna go like I was doing something, and then F8 quit. That way I'd disappear and they'd think I went inside. And it would really freak them out. There's probably nothing in there, I'm gonna be honest. It's probably just like an unused asset. Oh, guys. Guys. Gotta be careful. Big truck coming through. There's silver on the top of Chiliad. There's gotta be mining on the moon. Like, they have it in the... They wouldn't have the moon picture as one of the open cards when you're logging in if there wasn't gonna be moon access. There's gotta be something to mine up there. I'm thinking it's probably gonna be uranium or titanium. Because those are the only two I've yet to find. I haven't come this way in a long time. This used to be where you'd go to sell illegal fish. But I get why they moved it, and I applaud why they moved it, because people were just sitting there right next to the dock. And they'd get the illegal fish and go sell it and just go keep fishing, and they'd throw back everything except the stingray, the trout, and the illegal. So you could just sit there and farm them. And it made it really easy. I already put gas in this truck once today, and it already needs more. But yet my plan for the rest of this day, since I'm not gonna be in the city much today. I have a lot of, it's Monday, so I got a lot of Monday morning chores. I gotta get meal prep ready, plan out the meals for the rest of the week, go to the store and buy all of it. Yep, if you want to be on a successful diet, plan your meals ahead of time and then stick to it. I'm off my diet, but I'm trying not to be like eating a lot of sugar, eating a lot of, bad stuff. Let me get some gas. My plan for the rest of the day is just to get the 400 coal I need for bucket. And then sell the alcohol to Harry. That's pretty much my entire plan. And if I don't sell the alcohol, I have enough to buy food and pay for gas. I'm not in a hurry. It's not something. Uh-oh, what happened? Hold on. I saw an OP stream your criminal character got arrested. Yes, it did. Let me see, hold on. I'm catching up. Did Sierra get cooked last night? Oh, I explained that earlier, yeah. My crim character's name is Sierra Angel. Sierra got arrested last night for prison break, kidnapping of a government official, theft of a government vehicle, fleeing and evading, like all that stuff that French got arrested for. And after about 45 minutes in jail, first off, I got to jail. And they asked if I wanted a lawyer. I said yes. So they called Rodby. He didn't answer. They called CJ. He did answer. He came down. And after 45 minutes, me and CJ walked out of jail. They did not have enough proof to prove that I'm the person that did it. So they had to let me go. So here's what it is, though. Franks is the arresting officer. He's going to find out today. They needed a captain or above. Nothing. I didn't go to jail. But, there's a new warrant gonna be issued for Sierra today. Because I played like I had no idea that it had happened. No idea. And they couldn't prove it, so they had to let me go. But Frank said he's gonna issue a warrant today if he found out it was me, which he's going to find out today. They don't know either. I don't know if they know that Sierra and Arya. I don't know if they realize that it's me, like the person. But so today he's gonna find out I did it, and so he's gonna have a new warrant issued. So she's gonna have, and there's no reductions. If he said if I find out it's you, tell me now. I'll give you a good reduction. If you don't tell me now, you get nothing. So if she gets arrested, she's not getting any reductions. It's going to be, so far, I think it was an $80K fine and like 500 months in jail. But yet, nope, I did not go to jail. So she survived. So she can still say she hasn't been caught. But, yep, it was because the cops weren't in the city. That's the only reason why. If Harry or Dan had been in the city, yep, 80K. I don't even have 80K on that. Frank's pulled me over. I was driving my little car, and I was going to the auto shop because it was pulling to the left, and I ran a light, and I pulled, like, it hit the wall. So he got me for speeding and reckless driving. But that's the initial thing. But I knew something was up when, like, 5 cop cars showed up. I was like, this is not right for a reckless driving. And he told me, get out the car. I got out the car. They arrested me. Like, I complied with them the whole time. That's what did it, too. Because Franks is the only officer that has arrested Sierra. And both times, I complied. I did what he said. I was pleasant to him. So I acted like I was innocent, like I had never done it. I kept telling him I would have run if I was guilty. I've never been a problem for you. And I think that's why they let me go. But yeah, no, I got away with it. I'm not tooting my own horn. I know it does sound like that. I know it sounds like I'm tooting my own horn. But it was very good RP. It was very good. I'm tooting my horn. I'm also tooting Officer Franks. I'm tooting Bucket, CJ. Phenomenal scene. All of us. Actually, I do need to go into the Reddit today and post that. Not Reddit, the Discord. They have an RP appreciation. I need to put that down. I was going to do it last night, but by the time the scene was over, it was like 2 hours past the time I go to bed, and I didn't realize how late it was. And then I've been up all night with a sick cat, so that's another thing I plan on doing today is taking a nap. Yeah, no, I was definitely going to be cooked. I was definitely going to be cooked. But because Harry and Dan weren't available, no one could check with the Department of Correction to see if I'd served my sentence. So today, when he talks to either one of them, it's going to be like, no, it was her. And he's going to have to realize that I played him. You know, CJ might find out. They wanted to take it. If Murphy would have been in the city, I definitely would have been cooked. Because CJ was like, we could take this to a bench trial, and then they're going to have proof that it was me. Right? They're going to have proof it was me. That would have been friggin' hilarious had we went to a bench trial and they couldn't prove it was me and let me go, because that way they can't issue a warrant. You know? If I went to a bench trial and they said that, no, there's not enough evidence here, we can't convict, then they can't do me again for that. Yeah, I know. He's feeling better, I think. I'm going to try to see before we leave for the doctor. I'm going to put some food out and see if he'll come eat it. No, Lemon. No, I have a second character. No one knows. I've not really been doing much with her. Kind of experimenting with crimes, but I was part of the Havoc's jailbreak the other night. When he broke down when he kidnapped Harry, I was one of them. Yep, now, Arya's straight-laced. If you're watching, then look, this is for you. 500 and 500. But, nope, Arya's straight. Like, Arya has no crime, no nothing. I have not only met you. I know, is that the one with Bob? I saw your, chat, but I haven't met that one yet. Don't need this. I will keep the rocks, though. I'm gonna get him, y'all. Hey, Lemon, log in. I need 2,000 oil. I'm joking. I'm joking. I do actually need oil, though. I am down to under 400. But I'll get that later. It's not a problem. This is where all your battery cells went the other day. But yeah, I will be needing oil, probably after you buy the alcohol. But it'll happen if I don't get it. Why am I'm trying to put the truck up like there's a garage here. But let's see what I need to make. I need to check the machines to see if they're still functioning. The white wine is... yeah, I'll pay that. Red wine is good. What about the bottle? Bottle is good. Okay. So I should be making the cream. Yep, cream is going. And the glass is... yep, okay. But no, yep. Yeah, I saw the stream where y'all were doing that. When in the mornings before I start, I go to like watch what happened yesterday. I'll cherry pick people's streams and just like look and see what happened. And I saw Bob and you had new ones. I've seen them, but I didn't meet them. I think I ran past y'all at the train station because I know Bob's voice. It's pretty, you know, easy to know Bob's voice. But I didn't talk because I was in a hurry. But yep, so let's see. So there were no new rocks there. So hey, Nick. Yeah, well, Mondays, I have stuff to do though, Nick. I will agree. Mondays, there's like 5 people in the city with me. Let's check. Let's see if somebody else has come on to the city. By the website, there is 7 people besides me now. There's 8 people in the city. But I have stuff to do today. So it's not, most of the time I just wander around looking for stuff to do. Today I actually have stuff. If I could get a job at the mini mart, I can get my own oil. And I'll tell you this 100%. Everyone here, you could write this as a you could write this as a promise. I would still buy it for $40, even if I had to go get it, because it doesn't bother me. Yeah, Bob. Whatever happened to Bob's lady character? Is he ever gonna try that one again? That was particularly funny. He got arrested like 20 minutes into it for SH. Like, that was wild that he got arrested. But nope, I have 2 characters. One, I really don't play the criminal character that much, though, I will admit. I'm not good at crime. Even in 1.8, I don't think I committed a single crime as Arya in 1.8. Maybe speeding. But if I wanted to play crime, I would just go play GTA Online. That's what I tell everyone. If you want to just go sell drugs and shoot people and do crime, just go play GTA Online. That's the whole point of that game. I'm here to, I guess I could say socialize, but I don't know. I'm here to help people. I wonder if Leroy's still here. I could mess with everyone and start telling them I found another coal spot, but give everybody a different place. Have them go driving all over the place looking for it. No, I don't see him. We're gonna do a few coal. We're not gonna sit here for too long. I need to get that 400 more today. Well, I mean, compared to other city, crime scares me in Redline, not gonna lie. I mean, when we get more cops on duty, then it'll be better. Because I don't know if they lowered the robbery time, but there was something in the changelog today about working on robbery times. Because I know a lot of people were saying it was way too long. Like, the police are standing there for like 20 seconds before they're done robbing. They kind of want it to where the police are pulling up as you're getting done. Yeah, same, Noel. 100% same. It's a different game. But I mean, if that's all you want to do is just be shooting people and, you know, 100K or die attitude, just go play GTA Online. You're rewarded for it there. You know, they reward you. The nastier you are in GTA Online, the more popular you are. It's kind of here too. It's kind of here too because I find that I'm nice to everyone and I'm rude to everyone with Sierra. And people actually talk more to Sierra than they do to Arya. And I don't get that. Like, I'm super rude to people. I insult them to their face, yet they respect me more. Don't get that. You think it'd be the other way around. You think they'd want to keep helpful people. be nice to your lawyer, you know? But yep, nope. I honestly, I can't believe that I walked out of jail last night. I thought, okay, I'm good. I'm going to jail for a while. But nope. I walked out with CJ. I even told the officers to have a nice night and stay safe. Like, so, I mean, it was funny. Well, he's gonna find out today, though. Franks will find out today that it, in fact, was me. I don't know if he knows me and Arya, though. Like, I don't know if he's put together that it's the same person. Kind of like Havoc didn't know that Lolly was Echo. One of those type of things. Because of the two different voices. But no, Arya is straight-laced. Sierra was the one who escaped from jail. True. Well, they can say that, but they also, some of them, like, Maka, Ralph, they might think I'm straight-laced, but I know a lot of crime they've done, and I've never said nothing. So I might be, like, straight by the book, but I'm also not a snitch. I'm not going to help a criminal to do crime. I might tell him a location of something if I know it, because I don't know what they're doing with it. But I'm not ever going to snitch on someone. That's not going to happen. I've been in the prison cells where they put him in there and the guy starts singing like a canary. Like, I'll tell you what everyone's up to if you let me go. And I'm just like, wow. You know, wow. How quick. It's not like they're coerced. It's not like, you know, tell us what we want and no one will help you. It's like, no, the door slams. I walk in and they're like, okay, the lawyer's here. I'll rat out everyone. I'm just like, wow. But me, I'm not ratting no one out. There is that thing, though. You are right, though, Noel. You are right. Yep, 100%. That's what I was about to say. Up, leveled up again. People think I'm nice, and they think that eventually I'm gonna want something, and I haven't. What can Ralph give me? Like, Ralph, that's the one. I know he was like, you know, one day she's gonna ask for a favor, and I'm not gonna have a reason to say no. But what can Ralph give me that I don't already have? Plus, Arya might not be a lawyer, you know? Arya might lose her law license over something dumb and she might want to do crime. Who knows? I mean, the only reason I'm not doing crime is because of the law license. But that's not true. I didn't have the law license and I still wasn't doing crime. I mean, the worst crime I would do, if I lost the license, probably the worst crime I would do is make moonshine. That'd probably be the extent of it. Always be nice, but never fail to be kind. Alright. No, it's not been 2 weeks, and I probably have a fresh warrant today for another 2 weeks. You know, there should be crimes, like prison break, should be a crime that the warrant doesn't go away. That it follows you until you serve it. Because that's like the big crimes, like terrorism, prison break. Those two should stay with you. You shouldn't be able to outlast them. I don't think they can take the farm if you do moonshine, because there's plenty of criminals that own businesses. Like, they told me I couldn't get a restaurant, but then Echo's a felon, got a coffee shop. So, you know, Frenchie went to jail for prison break. What was it, 800 months? And he still owns Frenchie's, the restaurant. So I don't know if they could take the farm from me. I think they could just take, like, it's like a search and seizure. They can come in, and if I'm making moonshine, they can take the moonshine. And I'd get arrested. I don't know. No one's making moonshine, or at least no one to my knowledge. And They wouldn't tell me if they were, so... I think Harry's able to make it in his basement. I got blamed for selling moonshine, though. Which they found, once again, innocent of all charges. I do need to go get something to eat, so I might just get like 75 coal. Yeah, I don't know if they can take it away. That's the thing. There's no law, there's no like legal way they could take it, as in the legislation. There's no such thing as search and seizure. Like, they could take a vehicle if it's been VIN scratched. That's in there. But like the businesses, there's nothing in the legislation that says anything about taking a business away from someone. Maybe tax evasion, if they don't pay their taxes, maybe. But I don't know. That'd be a question for Judge Murphy. Actually, it probably would be a question for Harry, but I'd probably ask Murphy. Oh, my expungement went through. The expungement case I was working on. The expungement got the case got approved. So I'm hoping that he gets approved. He should. He's not even got a speeding ticket since that. And I think he did that like the first or second week the city was open. And he co-owns the auto shop. So yeah, I think he's probably going to get that expungement. I need to call him today too if he's in the city and ask him if he's heard anything. But moral of the story, don't hit any... If someone's punching you, don't use your pickaxe to hit back. It is a violent crime. Yeah, but if I get 400 more coal, which is like an hour and a half, but I'm not going to do it all at once. Which actually it's less now because I got 60, but I'll call Bucket and sell the coal to him. Doesn't take long to get it. Like this morning, I was watching 6 Feet Under, the podcast, the Undertaker podcast, and I was just in coal. For like an hour and a half. I watched the Hornswoggle podcast because it's funny. That one and the Mark Henry are just funny. It's just comedy. But you know what? I was watching Broken Skull today. I was watching the Stone Cold one. That's right. I wasn't watching 6 Feet Under. I was watching Broken Skull. I got 75. That's good for me. I'll come back later and get some more. I need to get food. I'm gonna go buy all the ice cream in the... I'm gonna buy everything in the mini mall. That way Harry's gonna lose it. I'm joking. I will say this. I'll give Lemon his props, right? Because all kind of people are always saying there ain't never anything in the mini malls. They actually keep it pretty well stocked. I will say, for someone who's in the city most of the day, like at least 10 hours a day, I've never had a trouble getting stuff at the mini mall. But I will give him that. He might own both of them, hint hint, but he is keeping them stocked. So yeah, I'll give credit where credit's due. I mean, everybody's trying to buy oil now, and rocks and coal. I have no problem farming my own. I don't have, it's not something I like it less now, but it's doable. But I mean, like, everybody's trying to figure out, I need to talk to Bucket, though. I'm gonna ask him if I can get access to his foundry for like 5 minutes. Because I want to see, my patient's up. Good, I hear her walking. I want to see if I can look and see if they've added stuff that would help us, and if it's worthwhile, I'll buy it. You know, I'll buy the stuff that they need to make the glass easier, if it's worthwhile. Since I know there's no restaurant open. Let's see, let me linger on this page so Harry can see what's sold. No oil. I have enough. I'm done making my bottles today. I probably won't make any more bottles. If I sell what I have, if women comes in and I sell it to him, then I'll probably want to get... Wait a minute. Do I not have enough money? Oh, there is a restaurant open. Okay. I didn't even see that. Oh, let's go. It's probably, it's Rex's, so it's either gonna be Felix or Leroy. That's my guess. Which up, see, even the mayor, Lemon, Harry Lemon Wolfenstein didn't know Sierra and Arya were the same person. He probably has no clue who Sierra is, to be honest. He probably has no clue. I don't think I've ever met the mayor on Sierra. There's no reason to. It wouldn't happen naturally, you know? I want every meeting to happen naturally. Huh. I just thought of a way to get someone framed. Yep, this one's right. Hello.
Hello, Arya. How can I help you today?
2 drinks and 2 food, please.
All right, one second. I'm eating a kebab. I know you can't. There we go.
Okay.
2 food, 2 drink.
Yep. How was your day yesterday? Get anything new?
I only need $40,000, and I'll have my bread and tortilla machine.
Okay. Then he's gonna have to level him up.
Supply other restaurants yet or not?
All right. Well, let me know. That way I can get rid of mine. You have the flour machine as well?
I have everything. Those are the only 2 I need left.
Okay.
And then I gotta start investing in the mustard and all that.
Yeah, it's 150K to upgrade them fully.
Oh, yeah. I haven't upgraded in the machine.
Okay, well, some of them are 150, some of them are only 50K though. I've been working on my farm, and I probably will have to go back there and check on the alcohol. I'm making the 50 red wine and 50 white wine for Havoc, for when Frenchie's opens. And I want to set those aside. If the alcohol crate worked, I see if I can put them in there and see what it does. But I sent in a support ticket about the alcohol crate. Doesn't do anything. You can't open it if you know, it's one of those items like the storage box where you have to hold it, but when you open it or use it, nothing happens. So, because I'd put the wine in there and deliver it to him in a wine barrel. I think he'd appreciate that.
All right, your food's in the tray for you, ma'am.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't pay for it. I almost forgot. All right, y'all need anything?
No, we're good right now.
All right, have a good day. Yep, so see, Leroy is now in charge of the Polito farm. And he's trying to supply them with everything. Like, so they don't need to come to us no more. Which, I mean, I guess it works, but it does kind of, like, Teabag went to work for Bob. So if Teabag bought all the stuff and started supplying Bob with everything, then it's just going to straight be us doing alcohol. That's it. Because there'd be no other reason for us to do anything. And I think that's eventually what's going to happen. Is that I'm going to say it's going to be either Riley or Sean that are just going to stop doing all the food stuff and just strictly go alcohol. That's it. To be honest, I'm considering it. Keeping, like, the mustard machine and some of the vegetable farm. But for the most part, selling all the machine, the cheese machine, the flour, the bread, and just buying, like, one more alcohol. I probably couldn't even need that. I mean, hell, I have the best machines right now. But, I don't know, no one's doing cheese, so I'll do it. Till it's time. It just takes so long to do cheese. Like, to get 100 cheese, it probably takes about 7 or 8 hours. Bread probably take me about... To make bread from scratch would probably take... To make 100 would probably take me about 6 hours. Because I have to get the wheat plant, then I have to get the wheat powder, then I have to turn some into yeast, and then I have to turn some into flour. And then I have to make the bread. I have to go get the eggs, the water. It just takes a while. But I think we have most everything we need now. That's very good. Like, we own every single farm. So, I have all the ingredients. I have access to all the ingredients that are available in this city. The only thing we don't have access to is apple. Because there's a machine that uses apple. It's kind of like back in the day when I first started streaming. This was what I was searching for, was sunflowers. And I could never find it, because I was trying to make mustard. But eventually, they just put a sunflower farm in, and now I just get it from there. But they have this machine right here, apple beer. Well, there's no apples in the city. There's no farm for it. Well, something's wrong here. See, it stopped making it. The bottles are running. Bottles are running. The red and the white wine has stopped. Then why is it not making... Oh, it is making bottles. Okay. No, I still have grape. White wine. Oh, okay, I see what happened. It used up all the bottles before, because I was using 10 bottles and it was only making 5. That's what happened. I still have these to make. How many? Yeah, I got 35 more. So I'll have 20 bottles left over? Yeah. And I think I'll just keep those bottles for now. Is it time to go get more yeast? I've got 600. No, I can definitely live with that. I think I'm good here. Yep, got sunflowers, got seeds. I need to do some. Those bottles. I mean, honestly, I'm thinking about just giving them away. But I don't know who would take them. I can give away to another farm as a joke, but they wouldn't want them either. Oh, I have all those rocks, too. I forgot about those. Can I put rocks in the storage? I think I've tried this, and I think it won't let me. I put coal ore. Okay, what about rocks? Nope, I can't put rocks, but I can put coal. I think it's because you need stuff that the foundry can hold. Like the foundry would need coal, and it would need sand to make the glass. And it needs the coal ore to make the coal. There is nothing with the rocks. So that kind of answers the question for me that I had for Bucket, though. Because if they're not able to get the rock farm, then there's no point in doing it through the foundry. It would save me $40. That's it. Every piece of glass would be $40. So it would still cost me $4,000 to make 100 bottles. It would save me $400. And it would take 3 or 4 times longer. So yeah, it's not really worth it. Nope, I had my seatbelt on, I just took it off. Yeah, those drills, the advanced drill does the coal 100 times faster. And the regular drill to make sand, that's the only way you can do it. You can't make sand at a foundry. And the glass, it's one piece of sand in 5 minutes makes one glass. One piece of sand with the smelter takes 30 seconds to make a piece of glass. Yeah, it's not worth it to do it at all. Alright, I need to get gas. While I have the money, let me get the gas. Because I am running a little low on funds. Oh, I need a quad. I need to tell Harry they need to bring a quad into the city. Only import one and let me buy it. Everybody would be so jealous. Uh-oh, we're done. Okay, my phone's telling me about the appointment. Damn. Oh, hold on. What is this? Oh, nope, never mind. All right. I'm doing a checklist in my head. Good morning, Almighty Guayo. I'm running a checklist in my head of everything we have to do today. Okay, This is interesting. I'm reading something. Okay. It's an appointment, pre-check-in. I thought it said they needed something, but it's telling me they already had it. Okay, so I guess the RV doesn't need gas. The RV doesn't go anywhere. It's actually where I should be storing everything. But, it's slow. So if I want to go to my farm, taking this just means I'm going to be like, the cost is very noticeable. Like, very noticeable wherever it is. I can hide there's a place on the farm where I can hide the truck. Where I don't think anyone would ever see it. And this can blend in, but it won't. Not with that color. And the mountain bike, you know, has no storage at all. You know? Boom. No storage. It's pretty, though. When I don't do that, it still has the bug where it goes forward. Even if I'm not, like, pushing to go forward, it'll still go. But it doesn't bother me at all. Harry, if you're still here, hello, Static. If you're still here, we need a check-in. I need a legal check-in at this city hall. There's a reason there's not one, and I'm not gonna question it. Alright, so let's... Alright, good morning, everyone. Unfortunately for those joining, I do have to leave. I told y'all it was going to be an early stream. We have doctor's appointments today. I might have a vet appointment. But, there is someone streaming, okay? But it's not Redline. It's, Bottled Sasquatch, which is Wade. He plays Wade from The Lost. And it looks like he's playing God of War. If y'all want, I'm gonna send over there, but if y'all don't want to go, feel free to bail out. But I have to get going. I have a doctor's appointment I gotta get a patient ready for and myself ready for. Like I said, if y'all want to go over there and hang out with him, there's no one else streaming Redline right now. And he is a member of Redline, and I do believe he will one day be a member of Redline again. That's why I'll send y'all over to him. I know he wants to, What? Oh, sorry. All right, everyone. I thank y'all for stopping by. I do appreciate it. And if I can, I might have a doctor's tomorrow. I don't know. I'm going to try to get it done today. But if I have to do this again tomorrow, then I have to do it tomorrow. I'm not doing Stellar Blade when I have small streams because it'll end up being the whole stream. But I appreciate y'all stopping by, and I hope to see y'all tomorrow. All right, bye.